moving to the next topic for today's class. So the last class we had started about the nucleus, that is one of the component of the cell. So the first component we had finished with the plasma membrane, the second component we had finished with the nucleus. Moving to the next organelle, that is known as the cytoplasm. So what is cytoplasm? It is a liquid or a fluid like structure which contains all the vital organelles or the vital working part of the cell, which are known as the cell organelles. So these cell organelles are almost membrane bound, that is they have a membrane which covers them. So where do we find the cell cytoplasm? From the nucleus till the plasma membrane, the fluid structure which is present is nothing but the cytoplasm, where all the cell organelles are embedded in it. What are cell organelles? These are those structures where all vital activities, that is biological activities or metabolic activities, will be taking place, and these cell organelles are the membrane bounded one. So coming to the types or the different, what are the different types of the cell organelles that are present? Today we shall study with one of the cell organelle, that is the endoplasmic reticulum. In short, we will write it as ER. Endoplasmic reticulum, in short it is ER. This endoplasmic reticulum, there are of three kinds of structures. Those are, one is they can be tubules like or the tube like. One, they can be somewhat a kind of sac like we can say. And one more, it is round or circle shape. So three shapes are present. Today we shall study only about the tube like because they are present in the syllabus. So coming to the endoplasmic reticulum, we have two types of endoplasmic reticulum. These are the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and one more is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. That is SER and one more is RER. SER, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum. What is the main difference here? It is in rough endoplasmic reticulum, on the walls of the endoplasmic reticulum, that is the tubes of the walls, contain the ribosomes. So what are ribosomes? These are the site of the protein synthesis that we'll study later. Coming to the structure of the endoplasmic, observe here. Yeah, these are the endoplasmic, which are the tube-like structures which are present. Endoplasmic reticulum, here if you observe, these are the rough particles, that is which are ribosomes which are present here. These ribosomes are nothing but the site of the protein synthesis. Here we can see the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, that is they do not contain any ribosomes on the surface, hence they have a smooth film. Now coming to the functions of the endoplasmic reticulum, if you observe here, I have written important functions, that is the detoxification as well as the membrane biogenesis. So what is detoxification? What is toxic? Toxic is nothing but these are the waste substances which can cause the poisonous thing that can be accumulated in our body. So these poisonous substances have to be removed from our body. So where do they get accumulated? They get accumulated usually in the liver cells. So these liver cells are responsible to throw out all the toxic substances from our body, and that will be done by the presence of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, that is the SER. That is that present. That is the main function of the SER, that is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, wherein we can include that under the functions of the endoplasmic reticulum. Moving to the next, that is the membrane biogenesis. So what is this membrane biogenesis? If you recall the structure of the plasma membrane, it is made up of the proteins, phospholipid as well as a carbohydrate. From where do they get all these things? It will be again secreted or it will be manufactured inside this endoplasmic reticulum. How? Because of the presence of the ribosomes which are present here, they secrete the proteins, and these proteins will be transported to the plasma membrane, wherein the plasma membrane will be developed. So that is the process known as membrane biogenesis. That means For the membrane biogenesis, it is the rough endoplasmic reticulum which is playing a very important role. So these are the two important functions of the endoplasmic reticulum. Moving to the other functions of it, one, it is the secretion. Secretion is nothing but the wherein the secretory proteins which are responsible to produce the proteins, where again the proteins will be present. It is present in the ribosome of the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Then it is the transportation. What is this transportation? Since these are tube-like structure, they carry the necessary the necessary equipments here I can quote, such as the enzymes, could be even the proteins, could be hormones, amino acids, etc. to the target site. Target site here could be either any other cell organelle or even the exterior of the cell, could be even to the blood also. So they help in transporting these important substances from the where it is being synthesized to the target site of the cell. So these are the important functions of the endoplasmic reticulum. Just go through this properly and nothing much to learn. Moving to the next cell organelle, that is the ribosome. So ribosome we have studied the last year itself. It is the site of the protein synthesis. These ribosomes, they are membrane bound and they are present in the cytoplasm. They can be either attached to the endoplasmic reticulum as rough endoplasmic reticulum, or they can just be in the cytoplasm along with the other organelles. So what is the main function of the ribosome? The site of the protein synthesis. What for we require proteins? Definitely proteins are required for the body building or even for the cell division. That is, the cell growth requires the proteins. Where it is being synthesized? It is again synthesized in the ribosome. Moving to the next organelle, that is the lysosome. So lysosome, the last year if you recall the very important term, the suicide bag of the cell. Why is it known as the suicide bag of the cell? It is known because whenever the cell is damaged or even the surrounding cells are damaged, these lysosomes release a kind of the enzyme, and these enzyme will take part in destroying its own cell. Why? Because it is partly damaged. Further damaging will be prevented by the lysosome. It's not only responsible for the self-destroying. Along with that, it can also destroy other particles which is not required by the cell. Could be a kind of bacteria, could be any other substance that would have been entered through the food and that is not being digested by the food, that can be easily digested or it can be killed by the lysosome. How do they do it? These lysosomes are again responsible to secrete certain enzyme. This enzyme is also known as the lysozyme. It can be either SY or even ZY also, that is the lysozyme. It is the enzyme which has been secreted by the lysosome, which is responsible to digest the unwanted substances as well as self-destruction of the cell also. So this is about the lysosomes. Okay children, thank you. The assignment and along with the previous topic, this topic will be uploaded into the EduMatch by this weekend.